Bye, have a great time.
Oh, ADR, this is King Black. Titled this one, 17th anniversary of September 11th. Where were you? You know, there are a few moments in every generation where everyone remembers what they were doing or where they were during a history changing event. For the previous generation, it could be considered the day of John Kennedy's assassination and possibly also the death of Princess Diana. For this generation, it has been the day planes struck the World Trade Center. I remember where I was on that fateful day. In middle school in Georgia, I remember the school day started normal enough. I remember the intercom coming on stating that the school was on lockdown and for teachers to turn on the TV. And we had those old style TVs, of course, back then with the big backs, heavy TVs. That thing was bolted to the wall in the corner, upper corner of the room. Anyways, and that the parents were in the process of being notified to pick up students. And on came on the TV, and the first plane had already hit. All of us in that classroom saw when the second plane hit. At that age, we couldn't truly understand or appreciate what was happening in the moment. You know, that day is a day that shook and shocked America. That someone would be bold enough to attack us on American soil. And this particular moment formed part of the basis on why I had joined the military. But it wasn't the number one reason. However, it was a big part of it. And it's an event that I don't think America will ever forget. This will be forever in the history books, something that isn't easily forgotten and has formed a large part of the current immigration policies, the no-fly lists, the increased security at airports. You know, all of these inconveniences that we suffer through today brought by that one incident. Now, whether you are a conspiracy theorist that are saying it's a false flag or whatever the case may be, the fact still remains that over 1,000 Americans and rescue workers perished on that fateful day and days following. And somebody who is an American citizen or was born on American soil, a piece of their heart should have been torn on that day. You know, we have come so far as a society, yet at the same time we seem to be taking steps backwards and all this stuff with the Confederate statues and everything. We forget that at the end of the day, we are all Americans, regardless of race, color, religion, creed. All of us born on this soil, all of us who are made American citizens, owe allegiance and loyalty to that flag. You know, countries have borders for a reason. Otherwise, there's no point to a border if everybody can get in. But let this day be one of remembrance, of solidarity. May it be a solemn day. May you remember those who have perished, those who today couldn't be alive. Who knows what could have been? ADR, King Black.